Hey guys, wanted to do a video, and I thought what better video to do than another rant. And today's rant comes on the heel of some interesting news, and exciting depending on who you are. The PlayStation 4 has already outsold the Wii U. The PlayStation 4 has been out for less than 2 months, and the Wii U has been out less than 14 months. So something's wrong there. Now, let me tell you my analysis of what happened with Nintendo and what I think they can do, or could have done at least, to change it, because I don't really know if they can at this point. They might be able to, but I don't know. It all started way back with the GameCube. The GameCube didn't do very well. And it was because Nintendo then had the image of being a kid's console. It was all kids games and all that stuff. Even though they had an exclusive license with Capcom to release, Resident Evil 4 was going to be exclusive to the GameCube. And because it sold so badly, that's the only reason that it came out on other systems, on the PS2 and on the PC and all that stuff. It's because it did so badly because no one was buying GameCubes. Even though GameCube had an exclusive Resident Evil game, that still didn't save it. It didn't do very well. So, to try to make up for all the losses they'd suffered during that time, they released the Wii, which contained most of the same hardware as the GameCube, and because of that, they were able to price it lower. But the problem was with the Wii, they perpetuated the whole idea that they're for kids and for families with kids. So it sold really well to that demographic. Now, because that just perpetuated that idea, a lot of people that I know of, they bought one, played it for a few days, and then the gimmick kind of wore off and they just stopped playing it. So then, Nintendo, and you might disagree with this next part, but that's fine. Everyone has the right to their own opinion, and you have the right to be wrong in your opinion that differs from mine. The Wii U is a console that could be for anybody. The games that have come out for it so far, they aren't, it's not a bunch of kids games. One of the first games was Zombie U, which is not a kids game. The potential for games in the future is also for games that aren't just for kids. That Project X game, they're just called X so far. I think Monolith is making it. We still don't know what that one's going to be about, but it pretty clearly isn't for kids. The gameplay of it, they brought back just a controller with a screen because of the popularity of the DS and the 3DS. Everything seems smart about it. But here's the main things that they had going against them. One, they'd spent years perpetuating the idea that they're just for families and for kids. So gamers that grew up with Nintendo are now at that age where, not so much me, because I feel differently about games, but a lot of people have that idea. It's well, I'm an adult now. I don't want to play Mario. I want to play games like God of War and Call of Duty, where I can kill people and there's blood and violence and cursing, because that's what mature people do, is curse and kill people and get violent. And one thing that I think a lot of gamers get to the point of at some point, I know I did, is that I realize I can have fun playing God of War, or I can have fun playing Super Mario 3D World. I can have fun playing either one, and it doesn't make me childish that I like Mario, and it doesn't mean that I only like God of War because I'm a mature adult. That's not how that works. I just like fun, and fun can come from different things. But Nintendo has that image of being for kids. So that's the first thing they have a problem with the Wii U. Because Okay, the second thing, let me get on the second thing and I'll go back to the point I was about to make. The second problem is the name. The name is terrible. Now, obviously, they have a marketing team. They have a team of people that came up and said that the Wii U was a good name, and that people like the name. But the biggest problem with that is if you get a control group and you tell them, hey, we're putting out a new console and we're calling it the Wii U, you've already ruined all the testing because you already told them just then it's a new console. All of the advertising for the Wii U doesn't say, hey, Nintendo has a new console and this is what it's called. Instead, it just kind of does a generic thing where it shows people playing a game, it has flashy lights and music, and then it's like, Wii U. So, people either think it's a gamepad for Wii U games, which by itself wouldn't be appealing, or they think that it's just new games for the Wii. I think less and less people are doing that because people are doing that, going to GameStop trying to buy these, and the employees are going, you can't play a Wii U game on a Wii, it's a new console. But that's a hurdle that they can't go past now. You can't change the name of the console after it's already sold to a bunch of people and it's already out there and there's advertising and all the games say Wii U on it. They can't fix that. And just like with the GameCube, even releasing more adult games isn't going to pull people in because they already have adult games on whatever consoles they're playing or on their PC or whatever. So that's not enough to bring people in. So what can they do? They can put out the new Smash Brothers, and they can put out the new Zelda that they're working on that we still don't know anything about. But as much as I love Nintendo, I have a Wii U. I have, I don't know, probably 10 virtual console games and 4 disc games. And I love the Wii U, and I plan on buying those new games when they come out. X and Legend of Zelda, whatever it's called. And you know, the new Smash Brothers and Donkey Kong when it comes out next month. I plan on getting all of those things. And I have faith that they're going to do right by me as a consumer over time, releasing new games. Even some third parties will participate in stuff. They'll release some things. But I don't know how long they're going to last with this. I could see the Wii U having a very short console cycle, and then them just releasing another one. Because this one, the Wii U is only marginally more powerful than the 360 or the PS3, and not even in every way, just in some ways. So I could see them releasing another one with better branding, better advertising, and, you know, more up to speed with the PS4 and the Xbox One. But then it's going to be more expensive, and by the time that even comes out, the PS4 and the Xbox One might have had a price drop by then. So I don't see that working out either. I really don't know what Nintendo could do. So I guess my rant is, you should buy a Wii U. That's right. I'm going to take it upon myself to get people to buy a Wii U. Even though Nintendo blocks all of their content. See, I could point right here and put up a footage of Super Mario 3D World, but for all I know, that could make my video get flagged, so I'm not going to do that. That doesn't make me hate Nintendo. I think it's silly of them to act this way about the internet. I mean, this console has online features that Nintendo's never done before, and it's obvious that they seem very new to this. The fact that they disabled Snapchat Swap Note on the 3DS just because they found out some people are sending lewd messages. Even though you can only send messages to people you've added as friends, they've disabled the service completely. That's like finding out that somebody could text a nude picture to someone else and AT&T saying, oh, no more text messaging, we didn't know you could do that. No, because AT&T's been doing stuff like this for years. Nintendo's new to it. They don't realize this stuff. It's like they're just blind to the way the world's been working the last 15 years or something. And the other problem is, they've even admitted this, is that whenever they started making games in HD, they underestimated the effort that would have to go into these games. So all the games that they've announced are all taking longer than they thought it would to be able to put out something. And games that they were working on that might have even been launch window that they just hadn't announced yet are taking longer because they didn't ever make HD games before this. And that's kind of sad that because they, did a standard definition console with the Wii. Honestly, it let you do widescreen, but it looked awful. The fact that they're so behind because of that is sad. I hope they catch up, even if it means hiring, more developers that are more familiar with HD stuff. I hope that works out for them. I don't know if this is really a rant. I guess I'm just talking about Nintendo. So yeah, that's a little over 11 minutes of my thoughts about Nintendo. And I'm excited for Smash Brothers and Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, and X, whatever it's going to be. And Fire Emblem. I can't remember what that one is. There's a Fire Emblem crossover game. I can't remember what that one is. And the new Zelda, if that ever comes out. And Star Fox and Metroid, if they ever remember that those franchises exist. And I feel really bad for F-Zero because they skipped an entire generation with that game, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, thank you guys for watching my videos. If you like listening to me talk, or if you just want to hear me talk occasionally, or if you want to see me play a game, or you want to see me review something, or if you want me to talk about something, just message and comment, or email me. My email is obviously massivescore@gmail.com, or add Cario Dude on everything, or I think it's right here's the subscribe button, somewhere over here. Hit the subscribe button. And if you do, I promise I'll never make my voice go that high again while I'm speaking. That's there's the stop recording button I'm going to press right now.